All right, let's talk about celebrity love. After a year that felt like one breakup after another, it really seemed like romance was on the ropes. But wow, did 2025 turn out to be the year of the comeback tour? And it's true, right? If you were following the headlines, it was pretty easy to get a little pessimistic. It felt like every other week, another one of our favorite high profile couples was calling it quits. I mean, it got so bad that people were asking this very dramatic question. If the rich and famous can't make love last, what does that mean for the rest of us? And yeah, it was a tempting and pretty bleak conclusion to come to. But hold on, because 2025, it challenged that idea in a huge way. Yeah, there were splits, but it was also a banner year for brand new connections. And let me tell you, some of these pairs we never saw coming. So let's just dive right into the most surprising of all. The couples that came so far out of left field, they weren't even on anyone's bingo card for the year. First up, we have a pairing that is, well, truly unexpected. We're talking a global pop superstar and a former world leader. I mean, their worlds could not be more different, which is exactly why this connection caught everyone completely off guard. And their timeline was just a total whirlwind. So after Katy Perry's sudden split from Orlando Bloom, she was seen with Trudeau. Then he shows up at her concert, and finally they make it public in Paris. Honestly, it's been a strange year for both of them, with her much talked about trip to space and his recent resignation. So, maybe this unexpected connection was exactly what they both needed. And how are the exes handling all of this? Surprisingly well, it seems. Justin's ex-wife, Sophie Gregoire Trudeau, had this incredibly graceful take, which really shows a focus on just moving forward in a positive way. Next up, Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun. Now, this is a relationship that had the internet buzzing from the second it started. The Euphoria star and the super high-powered music executive were definitely an unexpected match. So they reportedly connected at a wedding in Venice, and things heated up fast. Both of them are no strangers to a little public controversy. You've got Braun with his very public feud with Taylor Swift, and Sweeney with her own viral online moments. A source says his support is what really drew her in. And hey, despite all the chatter, they seem to be making it work. Okay, next up, let's talk about the couples who took a completely different approach. We're talking no loud announcements, no big reveals, just quiet little moments that slowly let us all know a new romance was brewing. And really, no one embodies that private approach more than Andrew Garfield. He is famously guarded about his personal life. And this quote right here, it really sets the stage for how his relationship with actress Monica Barbaro unfolded. Their romance played out through this series of really subtle clues. A theater date here, a quiet vacation there, a sweet little moment at Wimbledon, and then finally, them arriving hand in hand in Venice. It was a classic slow burn, playing out just under the radar for those of us paying attention. Now for a debut that was headline material all on its own. Jennifer Aniston is officially off the market, and for the first time since her divorce back in 2018. And her new partner is someone completely outside of that Hollywood bubble. So who is Jim Curtis? Well, he's a transformational coach and an author, and a source described him as very special, very normal, and very kind. Basically, a down-to-earth person who's focused on helping people, a total world away from the Hollywood scene. And this public toast from her longtime friend Adam Sandler just shows how much support they have from their inner circle. It's such a sweet public seal of approval. Okay, now for Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster, whose romance is a different kind of story altogether. This has to be one of the year's most wholesome pairings, a true friends-to-lovers story that was literally decades in the making. They were Broadway buddies for years, they starred together on stage, and then, after their respective separations, the timing was finally right. Next up, we've got Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz, who might just be 2025's most effortlessly cool couple. Their romance was soft-launched across an entire continent, with fans tracking their appearances all the way from Rome to London to Brooklyn. And of course, it did not take long for the big question to pop up. After Zoe was spotted on holiday in Italy wearing a very noticeable gold band on that finger, the internet just erupted with engagement rumors. Nothing's been confirmed, but the speculation is strong. But not every pairing was so clear-cut. And that brings us to the year's biggest mystery. A couple that left absolutely everyone wondering if what we were seeing was real love or just really, really good marketing. Let's start with this number. $89 million. That's how much The Naked Gun made at the box office, starring Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson. So you have to ask, could their rumored romance have been a PR stunt just to boost those ticket sales? Keeping the headlines buzzing was certainly good for business.
But just as that whole "it's all fake" narrative took hold, Pamela Anderson herself shut it all down with this very direct statement. She says she's superstitious about love and would never, ever use it for publicity. So, was it real? Or was her denial just part of the performance? Honestly, we may never know for sure.
This year was so packed with new couples, we can't possibly cover them all in depth. So let's switch gears for a little rapid-fire round of honorable mentions who also made a ton of headlines.
Okay, here we go. We had Billy Ray Cyrus and Elizabeth Hurley, whose romance went into total overdrive. Jeremy Allen White and Molly Gordon, who kept things super low-key. Billie Eilish and Nat Wolff, turning a friendship into something more. That rumored yacht trip between Tom Brady and Sofia Vergara. And finally, Jessica Alba and Danny Ramirez, who have been going strong ever since they were spotted in Cancun.
So if 2025 taught us anything, it's that celebrity romance is far from dead. It's surprising, it's unpredictable, and it always, always keeps us guessing. From these totally unexpected pairings to the slow-burn love stories, the year was just a great reminder that you never know who might connect. Which leaves us with a really fun question to think about. Who's going to be 2026's most unexpected couple?